Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll, as always. It is so great to have you with us. Topping news, members of Parliament getting an update on the status of Grand Bahama since the passing of Hurricane Matthew. During today's proceedings, the issue of collection and proper disposal of debris became a topic for debate. Coordinator of the government's Hurricane Relief Committee, the Honorable Shane Gibson, giving an extensive update on the scope of works done since the passing of Hurricane Matthew. Gibson says 3,000 homes on Grand Bahama have been assessed, 475 vouchers issued, and accommodations are still ongoing for some 27 displaced persons on the island. He also shared preliminary estimates on government buildings.
Repairs to the Hunters Post Office have been completed at a cost of just over $100,000. The contract was awarded in the amount of $70,562 for repairs to the administrative complex in 8 Mile Rock, inclusive of the courthouse. The work is in progress and is expected to continue for the next 4 weeks. Mr. Speaker, assessments are presently being carried out at the Ghana Lavardi Justice Center, the Post Office Freeport, Harold Gregory Complex, Grand Bahama Sports Complex, and also the seawalls in High Rock. Work will commence shortly after all of the assessments are completed.
Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, Peter Turnquest, voiced his concern about a nagging issue that has been plaguing the Grand Bahama community. That's the disposal of trash following the storm.
I know a lot of it has to do with private subdivisions or privately owned subdivisions. However, while that may be the case, the reality is I believe that the Grand Bahama Port Authority as well as the government has a responsibility to ensure that the environment is in fact cleaned as soon as possible.
Gibson says the government has spent $10 million nationally in cleanup efforts and adds that the Grand Bahama Port Authority is responsible for the port area.
We shouldn't have to spend money in the port area. That's their responsibility. They collect all the profits, they generate all the revenue, they're responsible for cleaning it up. I saw the young man on television a couple of nights ago saying that this person is responsible, the next person, the port will do this, but you're responsible. People don't have the money to do it. You know, you can't reap all the rewards over the years. Now when it's time to spend a couple of dollars, you're trying to say that people must do it now. People can't afford to do it. And so at the end of the day, Dr. Davin and I will meet along with the team, and it may be decided that we'll have to just look at cleaning it up and finding a way to build them back and have them reimburse the government.
Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, also weighed in on this issue.
Me and the minister responsible, we have had discussions with it. I've had discussions with the Grand Bahama Port Authority, but I am in agreement with the member from East Grand Bahama as well as the member from Golden Gates that we cannot allow this to happen where the city becomes filthy again. But we have cleaned up the area in East and West Grand Bahama. We have cleaned up West Grand Bahama, Pinders Point, Lewis Yard, 3 to 4 passes, and fast as you clean up, another batch of debris is there, but it's going to be an ongoing effort, and we will continue to ensure that we remove this debris to prevent any environmental issues that could affect the residents in those communities.
In other news, work is underway on 2 major projects in West Grand Bahama. These initiatives, spearheaded by the government, is already providing job opportunities for skilled workers in the district. Italia Hall has more.
It was in September of 2016 that 2 contracts totaling more than $11.5 million were awarded for a new junior high school in West Grand Bahama. The facility is being constructed near the exit point of the Holmes Rock community. The Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini Obi Wilchcombe says progress is being made for that new school and the administrative government complex that is currently underway at the old Friendship Shopping Center site in Pinedale, 8 Mile Rock.
This is the first school to be built in West Grand Bahama since 1967, first high school, and to have it being done now. I'm very pleased, having had a word with a contractor, that they are now clearing the land, and the work is soon to begin, but the part of preparation is clearing the land and everything is going to start. The administrative complex, same. I know yesterday the administrative complex, they received all their steel, have come in for their building, so they put all the stuff on the ground now, and I expect work to begin in earnest by next week.
The contracts for the junior high school were awarded to Brickhouse Construction, owned by Lloyd Roll, and RCL Construction, headed by Hilton Boleg. Roll says since the groundbreaking, there have been some new developments.
We have excavated the land. Our tractors are still working. We have a procurement area that's right across to the left there. Our steel men are in place, our carpenters are in place, and so we're moving quite smoothly as this time.
He says next, residents should start to see some physical changes.
In a month's time, you come back and you'll see a different project. I'm telling you that. We'll be way up to the second bell course, or to the first bell course rather. We should be pouring upper deck slabs in a month. You hold me to that.
Roll says there were a number of job opportunities provided.
We have guys hired from the local community, steelmen, laborers, helpers, skilled men, carpenters, masons, and so it puts a great injection into the local economy. These guys are working, man, and they're doing pretty good.
It's Halia Hall, ZNS Network News.
A local college can now boast of having international recognition. This comes as the institution recently concluded a legal battle to resolve a local matter. Sabrina Brown has the details.
Tarave College is once again recognized by the Department of Public Service following a court ruling. Over the past several months, the institution has also been working to attain international accreditation. President Terrence Archer.
We were able to go and seek international accreditation out of a small group from the UK, England, called ASIC, and they came down, they evaluated our programs, they looked at our lecturers, they interviewed our staff and our faculty and our students, and they found our standards to be very high, giving us high accolades.
He says this recent achievement is significant for Tarave.
Once you are accredited, it's very easy for your degrees to be accepted anywhere in the world that recognizes those accrediting bodies. And that is another reason why we feel that it is so important for us to try to forge relationship with as many international recognized and reputable institutions to give us more credibility so that our students can raise their head up high to know that our standards are par none.
Archer believes that students and prospective students of the local college can now have more confidence in that institution.
They can feel very confident and assured that the institution that they choose to seek higher education from is an institution that does not take their education lightly. It was a costly and a stressful exercise, but a necessary one, and we are happy that now they can boast and brag that their institution is truly accredited internationally.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
The Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau gearing up for a major business fair and training workshop. The event is expected to diversify, innovate, and grow small and medium-sized businesses. Manager of Business Development at the Grand Bahama Port Authority, LaShawn Dame, says there will be a number of dynamic speakers.
The focus for this year, or the highlights for this year's event, will focus on crowdfunding, which we feel is essential and needed in the business community, not only here in Freeport, but nationally. And so we have invited a team from the world-leading platform, the Indiegogo Network. And they will come down and provide us with a slate of information that we feel is timely and will be needed.
Customer Relations Manager Nicole Colbrook says that this training workshop will serve as the launch pad for even more invigorating opportunities for Grand Bahamians in the months to come.
I am encouraging all licensees and aspiring entrepreneurs to join us for this amazing event and the opportunity to empower your business for success. The training is free for licensees and a nominal cost of $50 for non-licensees. It will be held on Thursday, the 26th of January from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Pelican Bay Resort.
Now you can register at www.empoweringlicensees.com or contact the Customer Relations Department at the GBPA for more information. Switching gears now, we now have some details on that fatal industrial accident that occurred at the port in Marsh Harbor, Abaco yesterday. According to police reports, a Honduran crew member was killed when a metal pallet snapped and fell on him while on board a vessel docked at the port. Now, the victim was pronounced dead by the doctor at the Marsh Harbor Clinic. The incident occurred around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and police are actively investigating. Stay with us, there's more news right after this.